Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I want to discuss the hidden secrets of my cheap C63 AMG. So as you guys know, I picked this car up for a very good price and I want to discuss why it was priced very low. So let's get in the car because it's a bit windy out here and talk about the hidden secrets about this car. So just before we do go in, I just want to point out one thing, because obviously it's going to be from the exterior. One of the things that I noticed and why potentially the car was priced low is, as you guys might have noticed already, but if we look here closely on the brake discs, there are slight rust around, which is not a big deal actually, by the way, and it's quite a common thing, but that's one thing that definitely, you know, takes away a lot of potential buyers' eyes from a car like this. And then if you look closely on these bolts, they are rusty too. So this is one of the reasons why this car was slightly priced a bit lower than the other cars. And by the way, look how many Mercedes-Benz we got parked here. Look how many. I mean, just probably hundreds and hundreds of brand new cars. I mean, this is like a lot where Mercedes keep their cars, and yeah, it's just tons of them here. But let's get in the car and discuss the other reason. So just to clarify, I did buy this car for a very good price, as I did mention this on the collection video. But I mean, normally when you do pick up a car for a really good deal, there are normally a reason behind it. I mean, not all the time, but sometimes there are a few reasons why the car is priced slightly below, you know, the regular price. And some people like me, for example, the rust that I just showed you guys, that's not a big deal for me. Yes, of course it doesn't look pretty, however I can get that cleaned out. I can get that fixed out, no big deal. It's not going to cost me much money either, and I probably will do it down the line. So that's just like little things like that doesn't really bother me. Now when you buy a car from a, you know, a proper dealer, or, you know, a prestige dealer, what they normally would do is, just gonna try and get out here the car. So as I was saying, guys, when you would buy a car from a regular dealer, what they would do is they would pick up a car like this. I mean, not like this, but example, some problem, or not problem, but something like this on a car. They'll pick up little bits and bobs. They'll buy a car like this and fix up themselves for small money, then add up their markup. Let's just... for this. Okay, it just didn't give it to me. It just did not give it to me for the first couple of seconds. That's because the tires are probably cold, although the engine isn't cold. But yeah, wow. It took like probably once I was by 30, that's when the power kicked in. And usually it's quite instant, to be fair, but yeah, it's just that the weather isn't that great today. So let's go back to the topic. As I was saying, that a lot of dealers will pick up a car with minor little defects, and these are not things that will actually, you know, make the car faulty. I mean, these little rust things is not a big deal, right? You can get that fixed very easily. But the point is, they will take cars like this and then fix it up and then add on a lot of money. So this is one of the things that potentially made the car less valuable for many buyers. So I bought it from a company that kind of sells cars for less, I would say less profit, but on a very simple system. So you don't get the whole fancy thing, you don't get the service you would get if you'd go into a Mercedes dealership. But I didn't care. I was looking for a good deal, and you know me, I like deals. I don't care about the whole fancy nonsense. I just like to have a good deal, because at the end of the day is I want a car that obviously I want to make sure that the car is fine, but I don't care about all the fancy nonsense. So for me, it's all about the deal. Now, here is the second thing, and this is really more of the major thing in my opinion. This car is supposed to have a service every single year, or every 10,000 miles if it's over in a year, basically. So one of the problems that this car had is the second service was slightly delayed. So it was done about a year and 3 or 4 months, I can't remember. So like 4 months delayed basically, then after the year. And first, to me, that was a bit concerning, because you know, it is an AMG, it's a performance car, so you do want to make sure that it has been looked after properly, the services have been done properly, but it hasn't. Okay, it has been delayed. I did speak to a couple of specialists and took their opinion, what they thought about it. And besides, the point is that the car did have a service, it did have the services, just late. And yes, I know it's not the best thing, but the fact is that the advice I've been given from people who actually deal with these cars, they said that for the price I'm paying and for this little, well, for this thing, for this issue, they said it's worth it, because most likely everything is fine, even if it's slightly delayed, the service. Of course, you do want to make sure that you do keep it in the way the manufacturers tell you to do, so service it once a year. But the car has been checked out properly inside out, made sure that there's no problems, everything is fine. And as I did mention, a very important thing, I did buy warranty, so I do have 3 years warranty on this car anyways, for the whole engine, gearbox, everything on the car, electronics. So that also took ease in my mind. I said, look, if I'm getting warranty covered completely everything, and even though yes, the service was delayed, it's not really a risk, because okay, a few months late service is not going to risk the car. The car is still perfect. It has been checked and tested every point. I don't know, it's like a 100-point check or something, I can't remember exactly. So I went through that whole point check and everything passed. So the point is, I will narrow the market space, because not every single person would buy a car if it's especially an AMG car that has been serviced slightly, you know, delayed a little bit. But again, I saw it as a good deal, because to me, 3-4 month delay on the service is not the end of the world, because, you know, manufacturers tell you to do it once a year. They always do things in advance for extra precautions, and you know, if you don't do it in time, it might not kill your engine, but obviously for extra safety, you're better off doing it as manufacturers do recommend. So this is the second reason why this car was priced slightly, well, not slightly, as I said, I did save myself a good few £1,000s. This is the second reason, and probably the main reason why this car was priced for very, very good price. And when I say good price, I paid about £5,000 below the average dealer that was selling exactly the same car with a similar mileage and all of that. Okay, the mileage is very low, very nice spec. So I definitely did see it as a great deal for me. I mean, for me, saving £5,000 on a car is a lot of money, especially if I can probably sell this car now for the exact money I paid for it, and maybe even more if I take my time with it. But the point is that for me, it didn't really make that big of a difference. Of course, I would have preferred a car that had every service on time or even ahead of time. However, for that money value, I mean, for the difference of the discount I got, it was worth it for me to buy this car. And this is really the main reason, as I said, and this is why my car was priced low, in my opinion. Now, the dealer did not tell me that. Now, this is my opinion. The dealership obviously did not tell me this. I mean, they laid everything on the table. As I said, it wasn't a dealership. They're like, you want the car, you take it. If you don't want it, you don't take it. They're not the kind of dealership that wants to sell you cars. Very interesting. Like, they have hundreds, if not thousands, of cars lying there. It's like an auction kind of thing. So they don't care really if you're going to buy the car or not. The salesperson I spoke to gets a £20 commission for every car they sell. £20, guys. £20 for selling a car. No wonder why they don't care if you buy the car or not, because it's not really anything for them. £20. I mean, £20 is what, like $25, $30, something like that. So yeah, that's a joke. I mean, I was shocked when he told me that. So yeah, this is really why I found this crazy deal, and I don't think that you'll find these deals very often. And to be fair, I think I bought it at trade price, and most dealers that would buy this car probably would have just fake up the service history, just make another one or do some kind of thing, because today you can do all these kind of things on computers, and then just sell it for another 5-6 grand on top. So I found a good deal. So far the car's doing very well. I'm happy with it, and I'm happy I bought this deal. That's the main thing, guys. And yeah, this is the reason why my car was cheap. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It will really help my channel. It will really help people to discover my videos with the whole YouTube algorithm. So please give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more videos. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye now.